So continuing on the step by step, okay? So after the drop, what happens here is the leg, okay? So while I'm moving forward, okay, that momentum keeps my racket behind, okay? And if I'm doing from with an edge of the racket down or with my face down, okay, it's not gonna change so much how the leg's gonna go. It's gonna change more of the right after the contact, okay? But the leg is just a continuation of my body. And the main thing that influences the leg is how I set up my separation angle at the drop. If I did it correctly, my leg comes easy. If I didn't do it correctly, from the drop to the leg to the contact, I'm gonna be using my arm. At the leg, there are two variations, okay? Two different styles actually that happen. You can see from different players. Some players kind of have it when they drop the racket, okay? If they drop it at edge down like Del Potro does it, you kind of have it not at 90 degrees at the beginning, okay? And as he goes forward, the racket sets up at almost 90 degrees, okay? And why the 90 degrees, the contact? Doesn't have to be precisely 90 degrees, but the idea here is that you have a very fixed position of your forearm and your racket, and you have an angle here of about 90 degrees, okay? So you can actually do the wipes after the extension, okay? But this has to be blocked so I don't have my wrist going forward during the leg, okay? The thing is that if you do the separation angle correctly, and you have, for example, the edge down like Del Potro, he leaves it open, okay, by choice, and then when he goes forward, that naturally sets up at 90 degrees or close to it, okay? And then his direction is so much better because he gets to the contact, and since the ball goes perpendicular to the plate, okay, he can set up the direction so much easier than if he has it like this, okay, which is far away from the body. So we're trying to get it as close to 90 degrees as possible to have a better direction. And if I have the other style, okay, where I force it right away 90 degrees, okay, I do that, okay, many other players do that, Roger does that, so most players do that, okay. I try not to force it so much, but I try the gravity to pull that and leave the racket at 90 degrees from the beginning of the drop. And then when I do the leg, I'm always at 90 degrees, okay. That kind of helps with when you do some short swings, for example. So if I'm having a ball coming very close to me and I don't have the time, I can just drop here and already have it set up at 90 degrees. Okay, while if you see Del Potro, usually he has like a lot of distance. He was a baseliner and he got a lot of space from the ball. And he was very good at putting power when he got space away from the ball. Okay, so when he had balls that would come to his feet or were not very like he didn't have a lot of time. He didn't have a lot of time to hit them. He would actually just drop his racket already at 90 degrees and block it. As when he had the time, he would kind of have this long motion of having it not 90 degrees and letting his body fix it at 90 degrees. So try to be wise by choosing that and to see what works best for you. If you are a player that likes to hit hard from the back, okay, and getting time away, probably the way that Del Potro does it with letting the leg come to position while you rotate is better because you create more leverage on the ball, create a harder shot. But if you are a player that stays a little bit more inside the court, okay, you don't want to be doing that because if you have it open, okay, while the ball comes to you, to your feet or very close to you, like on the bounce, okay, that's going to affect your trajectory. Usually you're going to be sending the ball away to the side. So keep that in mind.